What's up everybody, Freebooter here, and I'm getting back on eBay. So I took a break from eBay. I actually took a few months off. I still had a couple items on there. I only had like 10 or 15 items or something like that. I'm listing stuff again, so I'm up to about 30 items, and I'm starting to sell stuff. So I've sold my first 2 items in the last like couple weeks. So let's take a look at it. First, we got this rare Lord of the Rings. This is like I actually couldn't find this exact one, so I don't know the exact name of this, but there was some keywords I knew would work on this. So what this is this came with the original ring. If you've watched Lord of the Rings, there's a ring that they were throwing in the volcano, and what you do is you put it in here and it forms an illusion over the top of this. Excuse me. So this is this doesn't have a year on it. But there was a few other ones that were similar to this, but they didn't have the same picture on it as this one. So this was the only one that I could find on eBay, or this is the only one that was on eBay. And inside it's all scratched up and stuff, but it still worked. So I put this up for $100 or best offer. The other ones I saw sell for like $50 or $60, but those were different. So remember, when I first saw this, I actually thought, you know, this looks like maybe a $35, $40 item at that, if that. But if something's rare, if you can't find it on eBay, put it up for more than you think, because almost every time I put something up there that's super rare, I put it up for more than I think, and it sells. Like almost every time. It does take a little bit. It's not going to sell immediately. This took about 2 weeks to sell, and the views did not come fast on this. So there wasn't a lot of people looking for it, but I put it up for $100 or best offer, and somebody offered me $80 yesterday or a couple days ago, and I took it. So that's $80 free shipping. So boom, that was awesome. I paid $1 for this out at the flea market. We have these dollar guys who come out here and they have boxes of stuff. It's just like $1 each. And this lady bought this out of the dollar boxes. And then I was walking by her booth. She was trying to get like $10. And I was like, oh, wow, this is awesome. This is super cool. And she was like, oh, you know what? You could just have it for $1. I'm disappointed. I actually got that for my daughter and she doesn't want it. So, you know what? Just take it for $1. And I was like, sweet. Okay, here's $1. I spent money with her before, so I don't feel bad almost ripping her off. Okay, so that was awesome. $1 into 80 shipped. So this is probably going to cost me, I don't know, $15 a ship or something like that, because it is a little heavy, it's a little bulky. And next we got, this is like the 4th time I've found newsletters. Keep your eyes open for old newsletters. This is actually Interceptor Weapons. Interceptor Weapons School. This is from the Air Force, and I got this in a lot of Air Force paper, what do you call it, paper ephemera, just paperwork, basically just paperwork. It was like, you know, like basic paperwork that you go through, and this guy was selling a ton of it. He had like a whole table full of Air Force paperwork, and he wanted he started out, he wanted $200 for the bunch of it, but I didn't even think of taking it for that price. Anyways, at the end of the day, he ended up selling it to me for $50 for all this different paperwork. And like a couple weeks later, I took the paperwork I didn't want and I put it in a box and I sold it out at the flea market for $50. So I made all my money back on the paperwork that I didn't want to mess with, just because I didn't understand what it was and stuff, because I don't know a lot about military stuff. Anyways, I got this Interceptor newsletter. This is from 1956. Super rare. There's no more of these on eBay. There's no more of these anywhere, actually. I couldn't find them online or anything like that. And there's volume 1 through, like, let's see here, all sorts of rare, interesting military stuff in here. And all this stuff, all the paperwork I got was from the same guy. I actually have some like confidential files and stuff I pulled out of there, and I'm gonna make it probably another $100 or $200 off of the stuff that I still have. Anyways, these new newsletters sold for $100 free shipping, and I'm gonna ship this media mail, and it's probably going to cost me a few bucks, like $4 or $5 or something like that. So keep your eye open for newsletters. I've actually done really good with train newsletters, and I've sold, I think it was like horse newsletters. If they're old, they're very, like, there wasn't a lot of them made, so they're just super rare. And like I said, I have about 30 items on eBay right now, and I'm going to be loading up eBay. I'm going to try to get back up to like 300 items or so, and we're going to be posting more of these bolos every day. And that's all I got for today. Freebooter out. Peace.